Habría que ir a hablar con la mujer, porque eso de... No, no tenemos jardinero. Perdón. Creo yo, vamos.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed
En
that's
el
right behind
cobertizo
me.
justo detrás. Aquí
It is
tiene
the
la
key
llave.
to open it.
Thank you, madam.
¿Cómo puede haber estado trabajando de jardinero y que ella no se diera cuenta? O sea, no sé.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Ajá. Cajita de madera.
Let us see what is in this box.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué es esto que me estás contando? ¡Oh! Lo he conseguido. Un poco... vale, ok.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Mi querido Liam, has sido muy bueno conmigo desde que te conozco. No puedo explicar mis sentimientos, pero creo que son pecaminosos y que nada bueno puede salir de ellos. Temo por lo que pueda suceder. Temo enfrentarme a Dios. Agradezco tu preocupación, pero no puedo dejar al hombre con el que estoy unida a los juegos de Dios. Es su divina voluntad que mi marido sea una cruz que yo deba soportar. Convierte mi vida en un infierno, pero los cardenales se desvanecen. No debes temer por mí, joder. Vale. ¡Eh! Un ex soldado. Pues un ex soldado. No. A ver, quiero. Aquí no hay nada más. No. Okay. Señora.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Espera, que la carta de... Claro, cartas de amor, porque la carta de Harley... Claro, ¿ves? Cartas de amor. La podía haber
Mrs.
cagado
Carey,
ahí.
we found your
Cuida.
letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Vale, a ver. Amaba tan desesperadamente, sus celos pudieron empujarle al asesinato. La relación proporciona motivo para matar a Peter Carey. Vale. Vale, ahí sí. Cortejo sin importancia. Se ha confirmado que Liam Hurley cortejaba a la mujer y estaba enamorado. Sin embargo, la relación no fue más que un inofensivo intercambio de cartas. Celos desesperados. Liam Hurley amaba tan desesperadamente, sus celos pudieron empujarle al asesinato. Pues tal vez. Pues igual. Móvil de Harley. La relación con él le proporciona un motivo para matar a Peter. La presencia de Harley se explica por su afecto hacia y por el hecho de que trabajaba allí como jardinero. Es que podía ser el móvil, pero... Pero claro. Volvemos a ver si el niño ha encontrado a alguien.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Marinero. Arponero. Murió hace una semana. Cocinero. Arponero.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch. Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for
¿A que no
money
va a
and
ser el
drinks.
otro?
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Sondear a Patrick Cairns. Que la ataque indicaría, pero aún hay que demostrarlo.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Vale. Enciclopedias.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Marinero.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
¿Y esto de tocador? LOL.
Now I can approach Cairns.
Eso creo que es solo estético. Bueno, ¿qué coño? Vamos a... Pulse Witch. Hostia. Con ninguna de las dos concentraciones puedo... Echaba pulsos a cambio de tal, pero... Espera, este señor está muy receptivo. No. Ah, es este.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
¿Cómo? Presta atención a los gestos para entender sus movimientos. Empujar, contenerse, mantenerse en reposo y planear tu estrategia. Ten cuidado con tu aguante. ¿Qué? Dios.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
¿En serio?
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to
¿En
take all your
serio?
money, no problem with that.
Vale, esta vez ha ido mejor, más rápido.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything.
Oh,
Old
Peter el
Wallace,
Negro.
damn Black Peter, Great Roger, who sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she had foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the
Hostia,
rail
qué hijo
in the
de
middle of my
puta.
watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Un bono de valores se fue hallado. Imágenes arrancadas. Deslizar en el bolsillo de Cairn y determinar si es suya.
Here it is.
Pero si le voy a hablar, ¿qué?
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Petaca. La petaca demuestra la presencia, petaca demuestra culpabilidad. Confirmó la petaca le pertenece. Estuvo y demuestra es uno que estuvo en la escena del crimen, pero no necesariamente demuestra que, hombre, pues igual sí, o sea, igual sí. Claro, ves, aquí hay dos conflictos lógicos. Trabajaba allí como jardinero. Ofensivo cambio de cartas. Vamos a dejarlo ahí, por si acaso. No, perdón. Claro, tengo que ir a volver a hablar con el chaval.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Canadian Pacific Tal número 8532. 8532.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Estaban guardados en la caja de latón robada. Recuperación del cuaderno. Neve pudo haber sido sorprendido mientras robaba los bonos. Quizás ese sea su motivo para asesinar a Peter Carey. ¿Nelligan es culpable? No, ni de puta coña. Tanto Nelligan como Harley están mintiendo, lo que puede significar que estén trabajando juntos. Dos asesinos. No conspiraron para asesinar a Peter Carey. El móvil de Nelligan fue la venganza por el robo de Carey. Los motivos de Harley fueron los celos y el amor que le profesa. Nelligan es el impulsor. Nelligan es culpable. Asesino queda probado por su deshonestidad y por el hecho de... Dos asesinos. El móvil fue la venganza. Nelligan es culpable. Nelligan es culpable. John Hopley Nelligan asesinó a Peter Carey. Queda comprobado por el hecho de que estuvo en la escena del crimen. Ha sido hallado culpable de asesinato de Peter Carey y debe ser castigado. Absolverle. Es una víctima, las unidades quedó ensombrecida, siempre suelen reunirse con él. No, igual que pasó, tomó una mala decisión y se metió en problemas. Pero es que me cuadra más que haya dos asesinos. Pero es que esto... Joder. Para atravesar se requiere muchísima más fuerza que la media. Seguramente también sería necesario un cierto grado de destreza. Dos hombres colaborando podrían conseguir el mismo resultado. Harley, tu elección moral. Creo que sí, por los malos tratos a la mujer, y el otro aceptó. Es que el niño solo ni de coña.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
There are two culprits, Inspector, Nelligan and Hurtley.
What? Well, I would never have guessed, Mr.
Claro,
Holmes.
pero el arponero
They
no
are a
tenía nada
rotten
que
pair,
ver.
though.
It was a combination of two motives, culminating in one crime.
What were their motives?
The first was revenge. Black Peter possessed the bond certificates that had belonged to Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
And the second?
The second was a crime of passion. Liam Hurtley was in love with Black Peter's wife, and this caused a conflict between him and Carrie.
Well, well, well. Makes sense, Mr. Holmes.
I suggest that you organize a small confrontation between the two, just to confirm my accusations.
That's a good idea, Mr. Holmes. I'll talk to
Acompáñeme
Mr.
a la
Holmes.
sala de
Join me in the
interrogatorios.
interrogation room.
Ok.
Gentlemen, we know everything about your association to kill Black Peter. Admit that you planned it together.
Our association? I don't even know this man.
You needed to kill Peter Carey. There had to be two of you there.
Ridiculous. I'm innocent.
All that remains is to determine the level of guilt. Which one of you is the initiator in this case?
But I just told you I've never seen this man before.
It's him. He's the culprit. He was forcing me. He threatened me.
Me
He's
vacilas.
the mastermind behind it all.
Me vacilas.
Shut up. You're a lunatic.
Well, it all seems very clear, don't you think, Mr. Holmes?
Both are guilty, of course, but I believe that Hurtley was the initiator of the crime.
It's ridiculous. Why would I need the help of this weakling?
You wanted to be rid of the man who was terrorizing his wife, and who prevented the two of you from being together. Young Nelligan was just following his lead.
You are wrong. I have nothing whatsoever to do with this.
Mierda, le creo ahora.
You'll explain that to the judge.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
¿Cómo? Ambos se... Mantén pulsado para comprobar tu conclusión. Pistas allá, 16. Elegir un final distinto. Ah, no coincide ni con el perfil físico ni con el perfil psicológico del asesino. Esto me cuadra algo más. Prueba de fuerza. La petaca demuestra la culpabilidad, tal vez. Celos desesperados. Lanzamiento afortunado, tal vez. Harley asesinó a Peter Carey. Sus motivos fueron los celos y el amor que le profesaba a la esposa de Carey. Ha sido ya culpable del asesinato de Peter Carey. Debe ser castigado con todas las de la ley. La mente de Ana estaba nublada por su amor con Tal, la mujer del asesino. El asesinato fue un crimen pasional bajo coacción sentimental. Sin embargo, debe responder por sus actos ante la ley. Es que esto me cuadra más, pero es que lo de lanzamiento afortunado o sea, me llama muchísimo, pero mazo la atención. Y si aquí Harley es inocente y pongo cortejo sin importancia, perdón, y aquí fuerza, no así. Keynes es culpable. Fue asesinado por Patrick Keynes, arponero profesional. Su petaca fue hallada en el interior de la cabaña de Peter Carey. Condenada a Keynes. Keynes es un asesino a sangre fría. Ha sido ya culpable de ser castigado. Mató a Ana, pero no fue un asesinato premeditado. Fue en defensa propia contra un marinero borracho, armado e irracional. Claro, no sé. Es que no había forma... Sí, bueno, con el lanzamiento de suerte. De puta suerte. Pero no me fío, ¿sabes? Voy a ver cómo se defiende este y depende de lo que él vea que haga, digo, ja. O no, ja.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't ya?
Yes.
How?
The tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
Oh, the sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Oh.
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return.
Claro, ¿y qué le digo a la policía? No, se cayó él solo
I'll do as
contra
you
el
like.
arpón y luego
But
se tiró
what
muy
about
fuerte contra la
Inspector
pared. Que claro.
Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was,
Ah, el otro
Pablo
arponero,
Coventry.
claro.
He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes.
Lol.
That's my favourite.
Sí, sí, es un cachopán. Aunque no dirá, oye, lleva muerto
Mr.
una
Holmes.
semana.
Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Conclusión, que Holmes es culpable. Ajá. Oh, me lo pone en verde. LOL. Ah, conclusión. Ah, pues. Ah, vale. Pues acepto. Sí. Tu calificación: personalidad tipo condescendiente. Estadísticas del caso: gente que solucionó el caso del mismo modo, gente que hizo la misma elección moral. LOL. Pues hasta aquí el capítulo de Peter el Negro. Y en el próximo continuaremos. Ahora.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson.
Club Diógenes.
We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago.
Es
I
el
documented
hermano.
our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He
Creo.
does remember you, Watson.
Sí.
My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men.
Hostia.
A band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Pero esto será en el próximo episodio porque lo vamos a dejar ya aquí. Así que eso, espero que os haya gustado. Muchas gracias por... La venganza de un arponero. El grotesco asesinato del antiguo capitán Peter Carey, conocido en ha quedado resuelto. Las pruebas esconden ya de una fuerza de confianza son más que suficientes para probar que el asesino fue Pablo Coventrao, uno de los arponeros de Carey. Sin embargo, no ha podido hacerse justicia. Coventrao fue hallado muerto por causas naturales, probablemente consecuencia de sus remordimientos por haber cometido un crimen tan horrible. La putada, lo malo es que ahora la gente le va a tomar a este hombre que no tenía nada que ver como un asesino, pero bueno. Pues nada, lo vamos a dejar aquí, así que eso, muchas gracias. Y hasta luego.